Dr. M. P. Jayaraman is an assistant professor in mathematics in L. N. Government College, Poneri. He has specialized on geometric function theory. With 14 years of teaching experience, he has handled topics on probability and queuing theory, discrete mathematics, random process, and engineering mathematics. Being a recognized supervisor for guiding PhD and MS students of Anna University, he is the reviewer of the journal Computer Mathematics and Applications. He has also written books on discrete mathematics and has also published papers in 28 international publications, in 4 national publications, and has presented papers in 2 international and in 2 national conferences.
Welcome you all for UGC lecture series in mathematical sciences. In today's session, we are going to solve a n-job m-machine problem with the help of algorithm of n-job m-machine sequencing problem. Before solving a n-job m-machine problem, let me explain the procedure of solving n-job m-machine problem in a briefly. There are m-machine, m1, m2, mm. First, check the condition minimum of mi1 greater than or equal to maximum of mij, j varies from 2, 3 to m minus 1, or minimum of mim greater than or equal to maximum of mij, j equal to 2 to m minus 1. If this inequation satisfied, then the condition of converting m machine problem into 2 machine problem is satisfied. Therefore, convert the m machine problem into 2 machine problem. So, form 2 new machine G and H, where the processing time of G is sum of processing time of machine 1, machine 2, etc., machine m minus 1, and the processing time of the new machine H is processing time of machine 2 plus processing time of machine 3 plus etc., processing time of machine m. Now, for these 2 new machine G and H, obtain the optimal sequence. With the help of this optimal sequence, we can compute the minimum total elapsed time. Now, with the help of this procedure, now we try to solve a problem consisting of 4 jobs A, B, C, D and 6 machines M1, M2, M3, M4, M5, M6, and the processing order is M1, M2, M3, M4, M5, M6. So, the given problem is a 4 jobs and 6 machines problem. So, it is a 4 job 6 machine problem, and the processing order is first M1, then M2, next the job goes to machine 3, next one is machine 4 and machine 5, finally, it comes to machine 6. So, we have to solve this 4 jobs and 6 machines problem. The first idea to solve this 4 job 6 machine problem is convert this 6 machine into 2 machines. So, the idea to convert the 6 machine problem into 2 machine problem is check the condition of minimum of mi1 greater than or equal to maximum of mij, or minimum of mi6 greater than or equal to maximum of mij. So, in order to convert the 6 machine problem into 2 machine problem, first we have to check that conditions. In order to obtain that condition, first we can calculate the we can compute the value of minimum of the first machine mi1. So, minimum of mi1 for the first machine, the minimum value is 11. So, minimum of mi1 is 11. Then for the last machine, that is for the 6th machine, we compute the minimum processing time. So, minimum of mi6 for the machine 6, the minimum value is 12. So, first we have to compute the minimum value of the machine 1, minimum processing time of machine 1, that is 11, and minimum processing time of the last machine, that is machine 6, which is 12. Next, we have to compute the maximum value of mij. Here j varies from 2, 3, 4, 5. So, j varies from 2, 3, 4, 5. So, maximum value of Mi2 we have to compute. The maximum processing time of machine 2 is 8, the maximum processing time of machine 3 is 9, and maximum processing time of machine 4 is 6, and the maximum processing time of machine 5 is 10. So, for the given 6 machine problem, find the minimum processing time of machine 1, which is 11, and minimum processing time of the last machine, that is for the machine 6, find the minimum processing time, which is 12. For the remaining machines, you will find the maximum processing time. The maximum processing time of machine 2 is 8, and maximum processing time of machine 3 is 9, maximum processing time of machine 4 is 6, and maximum processing time of machine 5 is 10. Now, after obtaining this value, we have to check minimum of Mi1 greater than or equal to maximum of Mij, where j varies from 2, 3, 4, 5. Here the minimum Mi value is 11, which is greater than or equal to maximum of Mij, where j equal to 2 means 8, j equal to 3 means 9, j equal to 4 means 6, j equal to 5, the value is 10. So, 11 is greater than or equal to this value, therefore, this condition is satisfied. Minimum of Mi1, which is 11, greater than or equal to maximum of Mij, when j equal to a, j equal to 2, the value is 8, j equal to 3, the value is 9, j equal to 4, the value is 6, j equal to 5, the value equal to 10. Therefore, minimum of Mi1 greater than or equal to maximum of Mij, j equal to 2, 3, 4, 5 satisfied. Also, we can easily verify that the minimum of Mi6, which is 12, greater than or equal to maximum of Mij, j varies, which is 8, 9, 6, 10. Therefore, this condition is also satisfied. Minimum of Mi6 greater than or equal to maximum of Mij, j varies from 2 to 5. So, here both the inequations are satisfied. Therefore, the condition for converting this 6 machine problem into 2 machine problem is satisfied. Therefore, we can convert the 6 machine problem into 2 machine problem by introducing two new machines G and H. Now, we introduce a new machine G and a new machine H. The processing time of the new machine is processing time of machine 1 plus processing time of machine 2 plus processing time of machine 3 plus processing time of machine 4 plus processing time of machine 5. So, sum of processing time of machine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the new processing time of machine G, and the processing time of H is processing time of machine 2 plus processing time of machine 3 plus processing time of machine 4 plus processing time of machine 5 plus processing time of machine 6. So, the processing time of the new machine H is sum of processing time of machine 2, machine 3, machine 4, machine 5 and machine 6. Now, for job A, the processing time of machine G is nothing but sum of processing time of machine 1, machine 2, machine 3, machine 4, machine 5. So, if you sum this processing time, we will get the processing time of job A under machine G. So, which is 18 plus 8 plus 7 plus 2 plus 10, which is 45. So, under new machine G, the processing time for job A is 45. Then the processing time for job B for machine G is sum of processing time of machine 1, which is 17, machine 2 6, machine 3 9, machine 6, machine 4 6, machine 5 8. Therefore, for job B, the processing time is sum of this processing time, which is 46. The same way, the processing time for job G under machine C is 11 plus 5 plus 8 plus 5 plus 7, which is nothing but 36. And for job D, the processing time of machine G is sum of the processing time of 20, 4, 3, 4, 8, which is 39. So, the processing time for machine G for job A is 45, for job B is 46, for job C is 36, for job D is 39. Now, the processing time of the machine H for each and every job can be calculated by summing the processing time of machine 2, machine 3, machine 4, machine 5, machine 6. For job A, the processing time for H is sum of the processing time of 8, 7, 2, 10, 25. So, for job A, the processing time is 8 plus 7 plus 2 plus 10 plus 25, which is equal to 52. And for job B is the processing time is 6 plus 9 plus 6 plus 8 plus 10, which is nothing but 48. And for machine C is 5 plus 8 plus 5 plus 7 plus 15, which is 40. And for job D, the new processing time of machine H is the sum of processing time of 4 plus 3 plus 4 plus 8 plus 12, which is 31. So, by making use of this two new machine G and H, we can compute the processing time of the machine G and H. For the new machines G and H, the processing time is for job A is 45, for job B is 46, for job C is 36, for job D is 39. And for the machine H, the processing time for job A is 52, job B is 48, job C is 40 and job D is 31. Now, with this processing time of the new machine H and G, we can find out the optimal sequence. So, the given problem is converted into 4 job 2 machines problem. For the new machine G, the process time is listed, and for the new machine H, the processing time is listed. In order to find the optimal sequence among all processing time, first we go for the minimal processing time. Out of all processing time, the minimal processing time is 31, which corresponds to job D under the machine H. Therefore, first we have to select the job D. Since the processing time comes under the second machine, the job D should be done in the last. Therefore, the last column filled with the job D. The minimum processing time is 31, which corresponds to job D under the second machine H. Therefore, we have to compute job D in the last. After selecting job D, next we have to select the remaining 3 jobs A, B, C. Out of these 3 jobs, the minimum processing time occurs corresponds to job C under the machine G, which is 36. So, next we have to select job C to be done in the first. So, first job to be done is C. After selecting C, the next job to be done is job B, because job B under machine G, the processing time is 46 is minimum. So, the next job to be done is B, which should be done next to C. So, the next job to be done is B. So, the order of cancellation for job B is 3. So, finally, we have to select job A. The minimum for job A is 45, which occurs corresponds to the first machine G. So, the job A to be done next to the first. So, here next to B we have to compute A. So, for the given problem, the optimal sequence is first we have to compute the job C, next we have to compute B, next we have to compute A, finally, we have to do the job D. So, the optimal sequence for the given problem is C to B, B to A to D. Let us have a break. Welcome back. Before break, for a given 4 job and 6 machine problem, we obtained the optimal sequence. Now, with the help of this optimal sequence, we find minimum total elapsed time for the given problem. The optimal sequence is first job to be done is C, next A, next B and finally D. So, for job C, machine 1 starts its work at 0th hours. For job C, the machine 1, the processing time is 11, therefore, it takes 11 hours to complete job C, therefore, the time out of machine 1 for job C is 11. Next, machine 2 starts its work at 11th hour. Now, for machine 2, the processing time to complete the job C is 5, therefore, 11 plus 5 16. Machine 3 starts its work at 16th hour, then it takes 8 hours to complete the job. So, 16 plus 8 24 hours. Now, for machine 4 it starts its work at only at 24th hours and it takes 5 hours to complete the job C, therefore, 24 plus 5 29. Machine 5 starts its work only in 29th hour and it requires 7 hours to complete that job, therefore, 29 plus 7 36. Machine 6 starts its work only in the 36th hours and it requires 15 hours to complete that work, therefore, machine 6 completes job C only at 36 plus 15, which is 51 hours. Next job to be done is A. Under machine it starts its work at 11th hour. Now, for A, machine 1 takes 18 hours to complete the job. So, its complete job A only in the 29th hours, which is 11 plus 18. Machine 2 starts its work only in the 29th hours. In order to complete the job, machine 2 takes 8 hours. So, 29 plus 8 37 hours it takes. Now, machine 3 starts its work only in the 37th hours. In order to complete job A, it needs 7 hours. So, 37 plus 7 44 hours. The time out of machine 3 is 44 hours. Machine 4 starts its work only in the 44th hours. So, it requires 2 hours to complete the job. So, 44 plus 2 46 and machine 5 starts its work only in the 46th hours and for machine 5, in order to complete the job A, it needs 10 hours. So, it completes its work at 46 plus 10 56 hours. Now, machine 6 starts its work only in the 56th hours. In order to complete the job, it requires 25 hours. Therefore, the machine 6 completes its work only in 81 hours. Next job to be done is B. In order to complete job B, machine starts its work at 29th hours. For B, it requires another 17 hours to complete. Therefore, it completes work in 46 hours. Next, machine 2 starts its work at 46 hours. In order to complete job B, machine 2 need 6 hours. So, it completes its work at 52 hours. Next, machine 3 starts its work at 52 hours. In order to complete job B, machine 3 requires 9 hours. So, it completes its work at 52 plus 9 61 hours. Now, machine 4 starts its work at 61 hours. In order to complete job B, machine 4 takes 6 hours. So, 61 plus 6 67 hours. Machine 5 starts its work at 67th hour. In order to complete job B, machine 5 needs 8 hours. Therefore, 67 plus 8 75 hours. Now, machine 6 starts its work only in the first hours, not at 75 hours. So, machine 6 starts its work at 81th hours. In order to complete job B, machine 6 requires 19 hours. Therefore, machine 6 completes job B only at 81 plus 19, 100th hour. The same way, next job to be done is D. In order to complete D, machine 1 starts its work at 46 hours. It requires 20 hours to complete that job. Therefore, 46 plus 20, so 66 hours. Machine 2 starts its work at 62. It requires another 4 hours to complete the job. So, it completes job D only in the 17th hour. Machine 3 starts its work at 17th hour. It requires another 3 hours to complete D. Therefore, it completes its job D in the 73 hours. Machine 4 starts its work at 73. It requires another 4 hours to complete the job. So, it completes its work at 77 hours. Now, machine 5 starts its work at 77 hours. It requires another 8 hours to complete the job. So, it completes its work at 85th hours. Now, machine 6 starts its work in the 100th hours, because machine 6 complete the previous job only in the 100th hour only. Therefore, machine 6 starts its work in order to complete the job D only in the 100th hours. Now, machine 6 takes 12 hours to complete the job D. Therefore, it takes 112 hours to complete job D. So, for the given problem, all the jobs, that is starting from the first job and completing the last job, it takes 112 hours. Therefore, the time in between the starting the first job and completing the last one, that is total elapsed time, is 112 hours. So, the minimum elapsed time for the given problem is 112 hours. Next, we are interested in finding the idle time of each and every machines. Now, we will find the idle time of machine 1. Machine 1 completes its work in the 66 hours, but the whole process completed in 112 hours. Therefore, the idle time of machine is 112 minus 66, which is 46 hours. Now, the ideal time of the last machine, machine 6. Machine 6 starts its work only in the 36th hours. Therefore, ideal time of machine 6 is 36 hours, because machine 6 remains idle in the first 36 hours. Therefore, ideal time of machine 6 is 36 hours. Next, the ideal time of machine 2. If we come to machine 2, it starts its work only in the 11th hour. Therefore, ideal time is 11 plus, in order to complete job A, it starts its work only in the 29th hours, but the previous job will be over in 16 hours. Therefore, the ideal time is 29 minus 16, which is 13, plus 46 minus 37, which is 9, plus 66 minus 52, which is 14, plus machine 2 completes its all job in the 70th hour, but all the jobs will be completed by all machine in 112 hours. Therefore, the ideal time is 112 minus 17, which is 42. Therefore, the ideal time of machine is 11 plus 13 plus 9 plus 14 plus 42, which is 89 hours. Now, the ideal time of machine 3 is, machine 3 starts its work only in the 16th hour. Therefore, 16 plus ideal time is 37 minus 24, which is 13, then 52 minus 44, which is 8, plus 70 minus 61 plus 9, plus machine 3 completes its work 73 hours, but the whole process completed in 112. Therefore, the ideal time is 112 minus 73, which is 39. Therefore, sum of this value is 85. the ideal time of machine 3 is 85. The same way we can compute the ideal time of machine 4. The ideal time of machine 4 is 24 plus 15 plus 15 plus 6, and machine 4 completes its work in the 77 hours, but the whole process completed in 112 hours. Therefore, here the ideal time is 112 minus 77, which is 35. So, the ideal time of machine 4 is 95 hours. The same way we can compute the ideal time of machine 5, which then if we calculate the ideal time of machine in the same way, the ideal time of machine 5 is 79 hours. So, for the given problem, the optimal sequence is C A B C. With the help of this optimal sequence, the total minimum elapsed time is 112 hours, and ideal time of machine 1 is 46 hours, ideal time of machine 2 is 89 hours, ideal time of machine 3 is 85 hours, ideal time of machine 4 is 95 hours, and ideal time of machine 5 is 79 hours, and ideal time of the last machine is 36 hours. Question: for 4 job and 5 machine problem, and the processing order is M1, M2, M3, M5. For each job processing time is given. Find the sequence of this job that will minimize the total elapsed time. Let me recap of the points. For solving n job m machine problem, the main idea is convert the m machine problem into 2 machine problem. In order to convert the m machine problem into 2 machine problem, first we have to check the condition minimum of mi1 greater than or equal to maximum of mij, where j varies from 2 to m minus 1, or minimum of mim greater than or equal to maximum of mij, j varies from 2 to m minus 1. If this condition satisfied, then convert the m machine problem into 2 machine problem. For this 2 machines problem, compute the new processing time. With the help of new processing time, we can obtain the optimal sequence. With the help of optimal sequence, we can find the total minimum elapsed time. Thank you.